And so that always gives me a lot of guilt on like, should I be studying? Should I not? Like how much, like why do I deserve? So I woke up today and I was just not in the right mindset. I just did not want to study. So I grabbed Marvin and we went to go get some coffee from a coffee shop a couple blocks away so we can go enjoy some fresh air and all that good stuff. I got myself a little nitro cold brew that I barely touched, but you know, just the idea of getting yourself good coffee, that just makes me so happy. I don't know why. And afterwards, I did a little studying just to make myself feel better because I just did not feel like studying today and I knew I needed to force myself and grind that stuff out. So I drank my Magic Mind and so I could focus, and I actually cranked out 60-year-old questions. 40-year-old questions and then 20 true learn questions, which was so amazing for me. I never do that. Going off that, I just want to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is again Magic Mind. Thank you so much for sponsoring my video. Magic Mind actually has a new formula, Magic Mind 4.0. They use like a new like nano process or nanotech process that basically breaks down the particles into smaller pieces, and then so it's more easily absorbable and also it's easier to drink. So you don't have to shake it as much anymore, so it's easier to drink. You also add vitamin B to it. Instead of honey, they also use agave now, so making it 100% vegan. And then, you know, they also has like the other properties I've talked about in previous videos, like L-theanine, ashwagandha, nootropics, all these different ingredients that I'll leave up on the screen because I cannot pronounce half of them. That basically helps you focus, helps your energy, gives you clarity and all that stuff. And so I drank that and I hunkered down and I cranked out my U-World and also all my Anki today, which I'm pretty proud of myself. Their company I really enjoy working with also because they donate 5 cents of every bottle they sell to mental health charities that help like impoverished and homeless communities in the United States. And just being in psych, I've been thinking a lot about how we interact with homeless people and how we treat homeless people, and especially homeless or people experiencing homelessness. I'm still getting the wording right, sorry guys. Because I'm working with Health and Recovery, which is like substance use disorders at Jackson, which is a community hospital. And so a lot of our communities are experiencing homelessness. And there are people who have psychiatric disorders and mental illnesses, like for example, like major depressive disorder or schizophrenia or bipolar and so many different things. And they're experiencing homelessness and they have no one in their life to take care of them. They have nowhere to go. And so it's so sad because these people just are on the streets and there's nowhere for us to send them, and just it makes me feel really sad. Something just like been on my mind for the past 2 weeks and it's just something I want to get off my chest. I guess I'm getting it off my chest here. And just everything also has me thinking a lot about wellness just in my own life as well and how I approach wellness. Like for example, today I just woke up with a lot of guilt about not studying because I think as students we always face the guilt of, oh my god, I need to study, but then some days our bodies are just like, no, you're not going to study today. And then I always think to myself, like, what is wrong with me? I should study. I shouldn't be forcing myself to study. Like, for example, in college, like, we had like 3 days before exams where they just gave us time to study, and I would like grind hard. Like, I would spend 10 hours in the library the first day, like 10 to 12 hours. Like, I would be there 7, 8 a.m. and I'd leave for like 10. Like, obviously lunch break, so 8 to 10 hours. And then, but the next day I would just binge watch like a Netflix show. Like, I would just like completely just dissociate from it. I would completely just ignore my studies and just watch a show because my body's like, no, I can't handle it. And so I always felt like that crash after. And for the past like 2 years, I've been really trying to be more aware of my internal cues of, oh, I'm not gonna study, I'm not gonna have productive studying, so might as well give myself XYZ amount of time to study, give myself a goal, and instead of like binge watching a show, I'll use that time and energy to do something I really enjoy. For example, baking, creating food, creating content, creating food, cooking, creating art, and all that good stuff. Because I realized that when I was talking to someone yesterday that I'm a person who really enjoys the short-term gratification, which is like why I think I really enjoy art. Like, oh my god, I painted this thing, look how amazing it is, and it makes me just feel so happy. Or, oh my god, look at this bread baby, makes me feel so happy. Stuff like that. And so I realized giving myself little bits of instant gratification just kind of keeps me going in my studies. Like, okay, it's out of me, I feel accomplished today, let's go to studying. Because studying is such a long-term gratification kind of thing, because my exam's in 4 weeks from this week, and so it's not like I'm studying for an exam in 2 days. It's like long-term studying, which is really important, guys. Long-term studying is really important, long-term memorization is really important. It's just not sustainable. Like, studying and only studying every single day is just not sustainable to me. And even though I want it to be, because I'm not a great student, like I do not get great grades, I am not top 50% of my class, and so that always gives me a lot of guilt on like, should I be studying, should I not, like how much, like why do I deserve all these other moments to myself? Do I deserve to feel fulfilled in all the other aspects of my life? Like, it's always just a struggle, like how much of my life I should be dedicating to my academics, because this time period in my life is really important. It is a time that I believe I should be hunkered down and studying and not doing anything else. But at the same time, I just get so distracted if I don't fulfill the other parts of my wellness and my person, like who I am, if that makes any sense to any of you guys. And so that's just something I constantly struggle with, and I'm still struggling with, and just something that's really on my mind today, because today's just like one of those days. I think also just like through COVID, like we've all just like realized how important it is to take care of ourselves, and I really appreciate that. You know, hustle mentality is just not as popular anymore, which I kind of appreciate. Like it's more of a flex to just know how to take care of yourself and be a whole person instead of partially a person, and I really appreciate that. I was also thinking about it, like, should I make this channel, potentially moving this channel towards more wellness and medical school, or making more wellness and medical school content, because I remember I have a friend who doesn't believe that I'm in med school because I just have so much free time and I look like I have so much free time, and how I'm doing all these different things even as a student. But just showing you that it is possible to be a human and not have medical school consume your life, because that is something that's really important to me. Some people can make medical school their whole personality. Kudos to them. I am not that person. But ultimately, this channel is just about how like my realistic journey in medical school. I kind of look like I'm driving with the bodyguard. Back home, it was such a nice date. It ended up being like a 4-hour kind of date, and it was so fun. We just went to different bars, we went to different food places I've been wanting to check out for a long time. But this is just a reminder that it's important to take that time off, take those days off, and that night off, that afternoon off, whatever it may be. Take that breath of fresh air for yourself and prioritize your well-being, your happiness, because it's so hard to pursue whatever professional thing that you're pursuing, whether it be in medicine or anything else, if you are not cared for, if you feel like your happy energy levels aren't there. I know it's important to prioritize your career and to grind when it is time to do that, but if you're like me, this is just your reminder to go do that one thing that will make you really happy. And it's not a waste of time. It's not a waste of time to prioritize yourself, to focus on your wellness, to focus on self-care, whatever that may look like. Like, you're not wasting your time. It is important and it is necessary, and I just want to give you guys that reminder. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys like this kind of content. I know it's not very like, oh my god, she's studying all day. Sometimes I get tired of filming study clips, even though that's all my life is. And I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed this clip video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!